Oh, well, we're actually really glad to hear that because we had some issues ourselves.
I just punched in the number, punched in.
Hi, Trisha.
Hi, everybody.
We lost Pat.
I'm here.
No, there's like 1.5 pages.
There's 2 separate pages.
You might not be able to see everybody at the same time.
Right.
There's 39 participants, so you have to go from page to page.
I didn't realize there's a second page.
I've got actually, depending on your view, I've got 4 pages, which is kind of cool to see everybody. Hey, Chris, Nick,
Here.
What's up?
Ben. Oh, hey,
Now I can see everything.
Nabila. Kim. Oh my gosh. We are going to get a chance to say hi to everybody. So just don't worry. We want to say hi to everybody and hear from you, okay?
Hi, Nurse
I'll
Pete.
get a chance to say hi and talk. This is so great seeing all your faces. Katie.
Like the Brady Bunch time.
I know. It's
It really
awesome.
There's a
We're going to wait 2 more minutes and then we'll get started. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Hi, Sherry.
Lisa, how many people are you expecting?
Well, this is primarily the returning staff group, which was close to 50. But then we also have a few new staff joining us as well. So props to Annie, who okay, I'm just going to shout out what Mike just wrote. He said props to Jeff. He's trying to look high class by having that piano in the background.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not
Put
that
a lot of
talented.
pressure on a
You all
piano.
know this. That's my daughter. She can play piano, flute, guitar, and something else. So that's my daughter, and it's none of my ability at all.
Oh, there goes John.
But she is bilingual, sarcasm and English.
Speak sarcasm real well, too.
Hi, Leah.
That's a prereq for the care team, isn't it, Jeff?
I think so.
Yep.
But
I
don't
interpret
tell Lisa
sarcasm,
that.
too.
You can't bring sarcasm to camp.
Hey, where's Chris?
Chris who?
Chris Till is here.
And there's
Hello.
a Chris. Where's another Chris?
Oh, Chris,
Hell.
Mary?
Chris Till is here. I just saw him.
yeah, I'm right here.
There he is. Hey, Chris.
Hi, hello. How are you guys
So
doing?
cool.
Lisa,
Yes.
how many people do you want in a breakout room?
No more than 3.
Okay.
I'll let that guy in.
I got it.
Okay, you guys, it is 9:35, and I am just blessed beyond blessed to see all of your beautiful, smiling faces today. This is so awesome. Who would have thought that we'd be doing our official Royal Family Kids training this way, right? But it's a new world.
Yep.
And thank you so much for just being here and being a part of this. Just before we kind of talk about what we're going to do today, I want you to let you know that this is going to be unlike, of course, any training we've ever had. It's going to be very informal and casual. It's more really a chance for us to, be together. And just like, kind of like we're sitting around the campfire. Hang on, I have a visual for you here. Hang on.
That's a cute kitty cat.
Okay, can you see the campfire, guys?
There you go.
Yes.
All right, so we're back at camp, and we're sitting around the campfire, and in a little bit, we're going to be just getting a chance to just chat and talk, and I know all of you want to know what's happening with camp and all the options and things. We're going to go through all of that, but we want to start by just having a little bit of time to hear from each other, and Jeff's going to do a little icebreaker, but we're going to just start off by an opening of prayer. I'm going to get out of this. I just wanted to show you the campfire, and then we'll start our little chat time. Hang on one sec. All right, I'm back. So is Jacqueline on the call? Sorry, I didn't.
I am.
All right, Jacqueline is going to open us in a word of prayer.
Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you so much that you are sovereign, Lord, over all. God, that we can trust you even in times of uncertainty. Lord, we don't know what the future brings. We don't know what camp is going to look like yet this year, Lord, but we are trusting you. And so, Lord, I thank you so much that you have gathered together such an amazing team of volunteers, Lord, who just love you and want to serve you and serve your children. And so, Lord Jesus, I pray that you would make a way for us to do that, for us to honor these kids, Lord, to give them just a camp that they so desperately need after just the last 2 months of having just so much of their lives changed in their daily lives, Lord. And so, God, bless our time together as we're talking this morning. In your name I pray, amen.
Amen. Before Jeff is going to start us with an icebreaker in just a minute, but I just want to talk about your mics. Normally, when you go to like kind of an official Zoom meeting, they tell you to keep your mics turned off, you know, so that you're not distracting other people. But because we want to make this more of a cozy, you know, like we're all really sitting together, and if somebody says something that's funny, it's like you hear nothing on the other end. It's dead silence. And it's really like, it doesn't feel like you're really together when there's no reaction sometimes. You know, so you can keep your mics on, but what I would ask is that if you have anything on in the background, TV, kids, anything, then I would keep your mic off. But if you are able to just, you know, sit and listen quietly and react, then you could certainly keep your mic on. If something keeps popping up where you keep coming on the screen, we might send you a chat to turn your mic off. There might be something that's just causing you to, you know, you to keep popping up. We had that for a couple people at the new staff training where their face just kept popping up constantly, and I think it was something in the background that the mic was catching. Okay, so Jeff is going to lead us off. Take it away, Jeff.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure, why not? All right, so we're going to try a icebreaker with all you great people. You know, like 90% of you guys are returning, which is awesome. I'm so excited to see you guys. And that my kids are not near me right now. So I'm alone with all yous is awesome. Anyway, before I get to all the returning people, there's like maybe 4 or 5 of the new staff that couldn't come to our other training that are here. So I think there's like 4 of you. So again, the question is, there's 2 questions. You only can choose one of them, okay? You're going to choose either what is your go-to snack during this quarantine time? And let's be real, it's not going to be healthy. And if it is, that's special. Okay? Second, so if you can't think of a snack, then what is the first thing you're going to do when you get out? Now, again, safer from home, just get lifted, whatever. But realistically, when you actually physically say, I'm out of here, what are you going to do? Are you going to travel somewhere? I'm getting a haircut because this is nasty. But so basically, choice of your snack or where you want to go. But before that, I want to share basically like ask your name because we know most of you guys, and then of course how many years at camp, and your role, and then those 2 questions. But first, for the new people, okay, obviously you've not been at camp before, but you're going to say your name, and then what draw you to camp, like why you want to help us out this year. Briefly, because there's like 100 of you on this phone call right now. And then, of course, the snack question, and of course, the, you know, where would you go? So first, I'm going to go to Carissa. I think Carissa's on the line.
All right. Hi, my name is Carissa, and this is going to be my first year at camp. And I think something really drew me to this camp because I want to be a social worker. And I'm going to college for that this fall. And I think my go-to snack would probably be raspberries because I think they're really good and they're healthy.
Wow. I said anything but healthy. That's impressive. I don't know you that well, but that's impressive. Not chocolate covered, just plain raspberries.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. I believe Gloria Phillips is
No,
a new
where is
person.
she gonna go when she gets out?
No, just one. They're going to pick one or the other, Jan. Yeah, one or the other.
I think Gloria Phillips is on the line somewhere.
Yep. My name is Gloria, and this will also be my first year as a teen helper. I think what drew me to it is that I've always enjoyed spending time with children, and I think it would be a good thing for me to do to be out more because I'm homeschooled, so I'm not around a lot of people, and it would be nice to spend a week with a lot of kids. And I would say a snack would probably be dark chocolate.
Very
Nice.
nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Hi,
All right.
George.
I think the next person is there's Chuck. I know Chuck got on. Where's Chuck?
I'm here. Can you, my main reason would be from church. A lot of people were talking about it, and I had taught Bible school before, and it was just interesting. I just wanted to get out and see young kids, and my go-to snack is popcorn
Very nice.
I love popcorn too.
with lots of butter.
Very nice. Elisa, if I say your name right?
Hi, I'm Elisa. This is my first year, obviously. I work with Miss Bly at Bruce. I think which is what drew me to camp was her love for it and just watching her with the kids and having an opportunity to love on kids during the school year and also during the summer. My go-to snack is Chex Mix.
Very nice.
Hi, Lisa.
I believe we have a Devin online somewhere.
Hi, sorry to use my video right now, but
That's okay.
So, my girlfriend now girlfriend is actually the one who kind of got me into it. I've wanted to go for the last couple of years, but I haven't been able to. I just think it's the mission of RFK is such a beautiful thing, and I wanted to at least be a part of it once to see if it's something that's right for me. And my go-to snack is definitely Oreos.
Now, are these regular Oreos?
Me too.
Not like the carrot cake, not the chocolate peanut butter. These are very important questions, you know.
Ooh. So I have to go with just the classic ones.
Okay. All right. From what I could see, is there any other new staff that I might have missed? I think everyone that I saw is here that I'm aware of. Patricia Graham, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Living the dream.
This is my second year, and the reason I found it very fulfilling last year, I also learned a lot about myself, so I'm going to work on that a little bit more at camp. The one thing I want to do when I get out of this quarantine is go to North Carolina, because that is a trip that I had to cancel.
Oh, hope you get to go.
All right, so what I'm going to try to do with all the returning staff is go down in groups of 4. So I'm going to say, like David, Mona, Ann, and John, and then order. And then you guys, just all 4 of you, one at a time, answer those questions. Because again, there's a lot of you, and trying to do this within a decent amount of time frame is going to be a little challenging.
I think we were more entertaining if we all talked at once.
Well, it'd be quicker if we just all talk at once. You don't hear each other. It'd be kind of fun. All right, so David, Mona, Ann, and John. How would you guys know?
Morning, everyone. David here. I've been with RFK. I think I'm going. This is 7 years. I lose track. I'm getting older. 7 years, I believe. The one thing that's for the first year students quickly is it doesn't sometimes seem like you're making a difference, but I still am connecting with Latimer because he's now going to M-Track and always ask, are we doing camp this year? Are we doing camp this year? It's really important to the kids. You can see it. And you see you have an influence. So that's the reason I'm coming back for RFK and for M-Track. Go-to snack would be peanuts and potato chips, either one.
Awesome.
There.
Mona? Mona's here, right?
She's muted, if you don't know.
Sorry, I'm trying to help Loretta get on. So what was do I just have to answer those 2 questions?
Well, basically, how long you been, your name, obviously, but I kind of said it out loud. How many years at camp? And roles, if you had more than one last year. And then, of course, one of those things, snack or where would you go?
All right. Well, this will be my 9th summer. And I am one of the camp photographers, and I have been for several years. And but I was the counselor the first year, and then activity for I think the next 2. I think the first place I really want to go to and it's just local. I want to go to church. I want to see my friends. And that's it. And you don't want to know that I've lost weight while I've been locked up. So
That's awesome.
Most of us are gaining, Mona. So that's outstanding.
Thanks.
All right, Ann.
Okay, hi. I'm Ann. This is my third year. I just wanted to be involved again because I just love Royal Family Kids. And I might be in the activities area. I'm not sure this next time. And then I want to go to TJ Maxx when I get out.
That's awesome. Nice. All right, Mr. Lisa. John.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Yeah.
I was on mute because I'm outside and the neighbor's mowing his lawn. I think I'm like 5 or 6 years at camp. My role is right above my belt and under my chin. Oh, wait, I got to turn my video on. I'm outside enjoying the weather. And it's Cops Turtle Sunday Custard, or what's the point of living?
All right, are Linda Borchard, Chelsea, Christian Kapanoff, or Jared Castillo on the line? I think it's all Jared.
Yep, I'm here. I can go first. Hi everyone, I'm Jared. This is going to be my third year at camp, but not in a row. It's been 3 years since I've gotten to join. I've had one kid every year, one in 2017, 2018, 2019. So this is, we want one more and we're taking a little break. So I really want to join this year because I'll probably have to miss when we try for the last little one. So I really wanted to get to join this year and come back because I love our and I love these kids. I'm really pumped to be able to come here. My current favorite snack during the quarantine has been Austin cheese crackers.
Are Linda, Chelsea, and Christian on the line? I don't think so. All right, Nick Contino, Brian, Diener, Hope, and Brooke. The next quattro.
Nick Contino here. How's everybody doing? It's good to see you all. I have been involved in camps for 3 non-consecutive years in the past. My role is subject to change however the team needs me. And let's see, quarantine snack. It's hard to beat a bowl of cereal. I don't know. That just hits different during the quarantine.
What kind of cereal?
It can be any cereal, but I really like what are those corn pops or corn smacks?
Okay.
I don't know what those, I know it's not popular, but I really like those, so that's what I go to.
Nice. Brian. I know Brian's here somewhere.
I'm here. My name is Brian. I've been with RFK for 6 years. I'm the AV tech guy / support. And post-quarantine, just looking forward to getting back to work. Don't really have a favorite snack.
That's crazy, Brian.
That's awesome.
Nice one.
Hey, before we go to Hope, Lisa, is there anyone else in the waiting room to admit? Just keep your eye on that, okay?
John's doing that, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
managing that. No one's in there.
Well, I'm Hope. This is my 4th year as a camp counselor. And the first thing that I'm going to do is go see my family because we were supposed to be going to London next week and that got canceled. So we're still going to all get together.
Cool.
Hey, Hope.
Aw, hope you go.
All right, the next 4 are the Felice Trio, Gail, Hannah, and Brooke, and Miss Fritz. Antonia Fritz, that is. So Brooke, want to go first?
Okay, now I'm gonna go first because I want to get it over with. Hello. All right, my name's Hannah. I've been at camp this will be my 3rd summer. I've been a camp counselor every time, and I think the first thing I'll do is probably try to go swimming or something. I don't know. I really want to get in a pool somewhere. That's about all I got.
That's good.
All right. Okay, now I'll go. But all right, so my name's Brooke. It's my 3rd year. I also do not really have a favorite snack. And then the first thing I'll do is probably like hang out with some of my friends that I haven't seen in a while. So that's about it.
Okay, my name is Gail. Let's see, I've been at camp. This will be my 3rd year. I've always been a counselor. And let's see, my go-to snack is probably guacamole and chips.
Ooh, I'm right there with you.
Yes, Gail.
We have massive supplies here on a regular basis.
Awesome. All right, Mary Alice, trivia.
Oh, do I still go?
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Jackie. No, you cannot.
Am I?
Way too long.
I remembered. Am I loved? Okay.
Yes, you are.
I'm Tony. This is my 4th year. I've always been a counselor, and my favorite quarantine snack is coffee, because otherwise I wouldn't stay alive.
How can you say that? So I got your coffee so I can stay alive.
I literally woke up like 20 minutes ago, bro.
Well, thanks for showing up.
All right, the next 4, we have Mary Alice. I didn't see Jason Haas get a concussion, so I don't think he's here, but Gary, Katie, and Sienna. So Mary Alice, do you want to go first? I thought she was.
I don't think she's on the call.
Well, I see her screen, but I don't see her face. So.
Oh.
Her screen's here. I see like a wall, or she could be invisible. Okay. Trivia. Treva.
You need Treva?
Treva. There you are. You need to unmute yourself.
Yeah. Sorry, I was muted.
That's okay.
I can't remember how many years I've been at camp. I'm a buddy counselor, and I just love the kids and the people. And I cannot wait to go out to dinner where somebody else is preparing the meal.
Amen, sister.
Yeah.
Is Jason on the line? I didn't think so. Gary? Bueller? Bueller? No. Katie? No, Katie's there.
Hi, my name is Katie. This is my 4th year at camp. I was a teen helper the 1st year and a counselor the others. And my favorite snack is probably dark chocolate.
I love dark chocolate.
All right. How about Sienna, Mr. Hirsch, Dave Yanda, Heather Yanda? You're on the line.
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, everybody. I'm Sienna. I forgot. Okay, I've been at camp for 6 years. No. 7?
This will be your 7th.
Yeah, but 6 and then. When I first came to camp, I was a team helper, and then I eventually did. She's counting. Then eventually I did counselor and buddy counselor, and then last year I was an intern on the care team. And my snack, I've been eating lots of random things. I like eating Doritos with Valentina hot sauce on it.
Ooh, so good.
Sounds like a bathroom break going too deep for me. Okay. Lisa, since you're there.
Hey, I'm Lisa, and it is our 7th year with camp. So it's our 6th camp, so 7th year with RFK. And my favorite snack is, I love cheese.
Me too.
Cheese in any form it comes in. Cheetos if it has to be a snack. We don't have them in the house, so it's not my favorite quarantine food.
Yeah. All right.
Boring.
Is Dave Yanda on this line? I don't think I saw him.
No, they're not here. The Yandas aren't here.
Okay. All right. Let me get quiet in here. All right. I'm mixing Jared Jones, Rob, Chris Lunder, Nathan, and Amanda Marshall. I don't think Jared Jones is here, but I know Rob's here.
My name is Rob. My first camp here was in 2012, so this will be my 9th season.
Yay!
I've been a buddy counselor, and as of the last 4 years now, I am the fishing guy, which I love and I enjoy. I love the kids. And as far as getting out, me and Kelly adventured out last night because we heard Waukesha had restaurants open. After 45 minutes of searching, we found the Sunset Bowl was open for food, and we went there and we had.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't think Chris is aligned, Chris Lunder, I mean, but Nathan and Amanda?
Yep, Nate. So this will be my 2nd year as a counselor, 2nd year altogether. And favorite snack is absolutely anything. I just eat. Sometimes I get a craving for cheese, so I'll kind of go to a 5-pound bag of cheese and just start eating it.
You didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, keeping groceries in the house has not been easy. Anyway, I'm Amanda. This is going to be my 3rd year at RFK as a counselor. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to see those kids again. And I think when we all get out of this, I just can't wait to go keep with my family. We live pretty far north of Milwaukee, up in the northern Kettle Moraine. We're surrounded by all these beautiful campgrounds that have been closed.
All right, Loretta, Jan, Elias, John Mortier, Thomas Meyer.
I'm here. Loretta. Now, what are the questions?
Loretta, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. We can
Oh, you're very quiet, Loretta.
Very quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Use your singing voice.
What are you doing as far as what year you're in and what your favorite snack is?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe this would be my 11th year. I was in 10 years. My favorite snack lately is frozen yogurt and any type of fresh fruit. And Hershey's dark chocolate on it with pecan.
Nice.
How many years have you been at camp?
I got my 10-year pin last year, so maybe it's 11. I kind of lost track.
Yay, Loretta.
But I take it you were doing what they do at camp, yes? Make a joyful noise and then just do whatever you need me to do.
Awesome. Thanks, hon.
Oh, and I love fishing. Yes.
All right. Jan, Elias, or John Mortier?
Okay. I'm Jan McClintock, and my role at camp is I head up a group of people that make up the care team. And our role is to come up alongside the counselors and help with kids who are struggling a bit more. Our major goal is to keep everybody at camp. And we're going to do it again. This is my 6th year. Will be my 6th year at camp. And I love it. These kids are my population. Totally love it. My go-to snack is Chex Mix. Whoever said that, I'd be right there with you.
All right. Is Elias on the line? I didn't see him. Okay. John?
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
I'm zooming from the mountains in sunny Colorado right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
You're quarantined in Colorado?
Well, unfortunately, I was forced to come out here 3-4 days ago. My daughter and son-in-law and 3 grandkids were involved in a serious car accident.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they were hauling a 32-foot trailer and somebody rammed into them and they rolled the vehicle 3 times. That's what they did. So I'm out here basically helping them out as much as possible. So not really a vacation, but it's going good. I mean,
Oh.
And everybody's okay?
well, not everybody. Luckily, the 3 kids are all good, which is good. And my daughter's pretty good, but my son-in-law, he's the one that got it the worst. He got a major concussion, and it's not real good right now. And he's an IT engineer, so that's not good because he needs the noggin, if you know what I mean. But things are coming.
John, at the end, we're going to have prayer time, and we'll definitely pray for him, okay?
I appreciate that, yeah.
What is your son-in-law's name?
Ryan.
Ryan. Okay, we'll pray for Ryan at the end.
Yeah, it's really difficult when they have a concussion like this. But so I'm helping them out administratively as much as possible and setting up the lawyers and insurance companies and things. So, but it's still good. Get to see the grandkids, which is good. So
Where in Colorado?
we're in Woodland Park, which is about an hour south of Colorado Springs. It's right by Pikes Peak, right up by Pikes Peak. So it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, but anyway, all good. Anyway, this is my second year. I was a counselor a few years back and just returning. I want to experience what I experienced a few years back. I had a lot of fun, and I want to try that again now that I have time. And as far as a go-to snack during this quarantine, it's going to be yogurt-covered raisins. Good little snack. What the heck? What the heck? And as far as what I'm going to do as soon as the quarantine is lifted, one of my favorite things to do every morning, believe it or not, is to stop in downtown Greendale at the coffee shop. I network with about 8 guys, and it's like going to Cheers. You know, Cheers where they all know your name. Same thing, and we catch up, and that's a lot of fun. And we haven't done that for months now, so that'll be it. So anyway, looking forward to camp.
Cool. Is Tom Meyer online? I don't think I saw him. So the next kid would be Pam, Joan, Michelle, Pearson, and then John and Victoria Phillips.
Okay, I'm Pam, and I've been at Royal Family for 10 years. First 2 years I was a counselor, and then I joined the activities team, and I took on the role of mail lady, which I love. So, and then first place I want to go is to a beauty salon. I need help.
I've been doing that for years myself. Just happens. All right. Joan, I don't think is in line. Michelle, I don't think she's in line either, right?
Michelle's not there. She's out of town.
So, the Phillip duo, you guys can fight over who goes next.
Okay, so my name is Jonathan Phillips. I'm mainly here just to be another person to confuse the name John with. This is my second year. Last year I was a buddy counselor, but I really enjoyed it, so I'm returning. Also, probably the first thing I would want to do after quarantine is probably just see my friends or go to a coffee shop that hasn't been open. So.
I'm Tori, and this is also my second year coming back. Last year I was a counselor, and it was so much fun. So probably the thing that I want to do most is just hug everyone.
Right.
That's it.
All right. So there's a lot of John. There's also a handful of Jessicas. So Jessica P. So Jessica R.
I was gonna say, why do you think I'm JP?
Exactly.
Wait, your name is
Adam and Jim, if you're on the line. So maybe JP, since you're talking, why don't you go?
Oh, sure. So I'm Jessica, but everyone knows me as JP, which is cool. So I'm JP. I am so excited to see everyone's faces. This is cool. I am coming back for my 4th year now, which is why I'm actually really excited to see everyone, because last year would have been my 4th year, but I couldn't make it. So I'm really excited to come back. I mean, I'm going to second on a lot of people. I like dark chocolate, so that's a good snack to go to. Been eating a lot of chocolate bars. But I'm also going to steal the TJ Maxx thing, because what I really want to do is not going to be readily available. I want to see live music. I don't know when that's going to happen. So, but TJ Maxx, man. Yeah, I miss TJ Maxx.
All right. Is Jessica Red on the line? I don't think I saw her.
Yes, it's actually Holt now, but I'm right.
Oh, you did get married, Jess. That's awesome. Congratulations.
But this is going to be my, let's see, Sienna was there my first year, so she skipped a year with our camp. So 7th year. Wow. Okay. And then I'm normally a counselor. So I guess that's what I'm going to try and do this year again. And then, where do I want to go after this is all up? Well, I've been working from home. So I guess
We didn't get a honeymoon, so I guess anywhere.
Fair enough.
How you doing, Theo?
Hello. My name is Theo Holdman. This will be my second year, and where do I want to go?
How about your honeymoon? Just saying.
Yeah.
Who wants to go with you?
Although that isn't going to be as soon as over. Had to replan the entire thing. So I guess we'll start planning it once it's all over. How's that?
Very nice. Very nice. All right, Mr. Roeder, Timber Lane.
Adam, third year buddy counselor Esquire. And I broke quarantine 2 weeks ago. I did it for 3 weeks and I was done with it. So
Beautiful. That's a spirit, Adam.
So when you broke it, then what'd you do?
Just going back to my office. Basically, I'm working at the office. I live in the country. I mean, this being away from people is kind of everyday life out here. But I hear Oconomowoc pretty hopping again, so I might try and get some dinner out there tonight.
Road trip to Oconomowoc. All right, is Jim the line? I didn't think I saw him. All right, then the next. Oh, there you are.
There's Jim.
Yeah, I'm here. So anyway, my name is Jim. This will be my 4th year. I've been a buddy counselor for the guys. Basically, I go because my friend Pat Trinkle and Debbie Williams make me.
Hey, go girls!
Awesome.
No, it's been fun. First thing I want to do, I'm torn between either a haircut or dinner out with friends. It's desperate for both of them. So looking forward to being around people again.
Nice. Alexia, Kim, Russell, Sheridan, and Michael St. Pierre. Come on down.
Okay. So I'm Alexia. This will be my 4th year? Question mark. I think 4th year. I was a buddy counselor my first year, and the other years I've been a normal counselor. My favorite quarantine snack is probably eggs and chorizo. Just been kind of shoveling that in my face. And then I'm really excited to go to Goodwill because, yeah.
Beautiful.
Kim? She's on. Kim, you on? I thought I saw you earlier. Kim Russell? Maybe not. Yeah, she's here somewhere. Where is she? How many screens to go through?
Maybe she needs to be unmuted.
Maybe. All right. Well, Kim, if you're on, start talking. If not, move on.
She needs to be unmuted.
Yeah. Mute yourself, por favor. All right. Okay, how about Sheridan?
Hi, can you all hear me?
Yes. Hi, Sheridan.
Hi. So my name's Sheridan. I've done camp. This will be my 5th year, I'm pretty sure. The first year I was a teen and then transitioned kind of to a teen/buddy counselor, and then I've been a buddy counselor since. It's been a great time. I love it. I miss it so much every single year. It's like what I look forward to. And then my favorite snack on quarantine, it's like the weirdest thing, but Cheez-Its with orange juice. They gotta be together.
Oh!
They gotta be together.
Really? Wow. That's interesting.
Yep.
How about Mentos and Diet Coke? Let's see what really happens. All right, Mike.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you?
We can hear you, but not see you.
Right, yeah. I'm using my phone as for audio, and I don't have a camera, so yeah, I'm in the middle of a tech swap out kind of thing. So yeah, this will be my 7th year. I've been a counselor every year, and whatever got you into this, you guys came through, I think, Poplar Creek once, and I was like, oh, that'd be a really great place to serve. And it was. And then, yeah, like I'll say, I mean, you just need that 1 year, and then you're always going to be back. It's really fun and just a great time. A lot of camaraderie and stuff. Go-to snack, I've been alternating between carrots and peanut butter and jelly, I think, and trying to do a lot of like stair running and stuff. So, trying to keep things even.
Nice.
All right, so I see Kim Russell, but you need to unmute yourself. Can you unmute yourself, Kim? You're still not, your mouth's moving, but there's no sound, which means you're still muted. All right, well, we can't hear you, so we'll keep moving on, but when you eventually hit unmute, we'll hear you.
Yeah, tell her that I think there's a click button that says you use the Zoom audio. I wasn't working until I did that as well.
All right, so hopefully you can hear me. But when you hit join audio, use your computer. Oh, I think you did it. Talk, Kim. Kim, where are you?
I'm right.
There you are.
We're trying to figure this thing out.
Haha, there you go.
Yeah, Thelma and Louise. All right.
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we're a team.
I had Zoom audio too, guys.
All right, so go ahead, Kim. You can start.
My favorite go-to snack is ice cream, and the first thing I want to do is go to church.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Mary Alice, since I know your audio's working, Mary Alice, why don't you tell us how many years at camp and your favorite go-to snack, or where you want to go after quarantine?
Favorite go-to snack is popcorn, and my 3rd year, and all 3 years I've been kind of behind the scenes.
Nice.
I work with the radios and whatever comes up.
Awesome.
All right, the next group, we got George, Chris Till, Nathan, and Pat Trinkle. And Amanda, I guess you can, or Andrea, I guess your wife can talk to.
Well, I'm here.
So is George still here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
There we go.
Why don't you
This is
go, George?
going to be my year number 3. I'm running around taking pictures of the beautiful smiley faces and kids that love to be there. And my favorite snack is dark chocolate. The darker, the better. And the place I'm looking forward to go is to take my wife out to eat to Oakland Euro on Layton Avenue.
Yes.
Go.
And I'll be right back.
Hey, Chris?
It's our turn.
All right. Am I going?
Yes.
There you are.
Yes. Okay. This is going to be my 3rd year with RFK. I absolutely love the kids and get a kick out of them. Honestly, they are the reason I'm going for sure. My favorite snack has to be Cheez-Its, but not like the off-brand like Aldi Cheez-Its. Like it's got to be Cheez-Its because yeah, you guys know, you guys get it.
With or without orange juice?
Without orange juice, that's kind of weird. Sorry, Sheridan.
That's awesome.
And then when I get out of here, I'm probably gonna go over and terrorize Jeff.
Which one?
Jeff Wright.
That's what I thought. Just making sure. Awesome.
All right. I'm Nathan Tonkinson. This will be my 4th year as a counselor. I keep coming back because I think this is a high impact area. It's like a spiritual and emotional battleground where we're really needed. So yeah. Favorite snack would be a whole raw carrot like Bugs Bunny. When I get out of here, haircut.
Seriously.
And I'm Andrea Tonkinson. This will actually be my 5th year going to RFK. I've been a counselor for all the previous years. And the reason why I keep coming back is kind of similar to Nathan. I just feel this like spiritual, like just drive to like keep coming back. And also it's like, I don't know, I just love it and I look forward to it. And like, it really drives a lot of the rest of my life too and impacts that. So yeah, I love it. For after quarantine, there's a lot of things I want to do. I think like I jive with whoever it said like going camping. Like I want to like go on road trip, go camping, just get out, and then also go to Minnesota where Nathan's family lives, and then my older sister lives there, and visit them. We were supposed to go by their family around Easter, but of course we stayed here, so it's been a while since we visited them.
Right. Pat?
Hi, I'm Pat Schrinkel. I'm just checking, is my audio on?
Yes.
Okay. This will be my 10th year at camp. I was a counselor the first 4 years. I met a young lady my first year, Micaiah. She served as a teen helper last year. And I've just had an ongoing relationship with her for the last 10 years. And that was probably my biggest reason for coming back. It's a ministry I feel called to. But I've served the first 4 years as her counselor, and then I moved up to the dean team, or moved on to the dean team. So I've served there also. Last year I did child placement, so I just do whatever needs to get done. My favorite go-to snack during this quarantine has been those Chex Muddy Buddies. I made them 3 times. Not a good thing. And I am looking forward to going out to a restaurant with friends.
Nice. Next group, Brittany, I think Debbie's here, Jacqueline and Jeff Wright, Sherry, Trevor. Brittany here? Hi, sorry.
Hi, I'm here.
There you go.
Brittany Whiting. This is my 2nd year at camp, but I've been doing camp ministry for a lot longer than that. Yeah, I just love the kids and making a difference, so I'm excited to come back as a counselor. My go-to snack that I've discovered during quarantine is dried mangoes.
Ooh, nice.
Delicious.
I think Debbie's on here, which means the Wright twins are next. Well, they can be twins if they're married to the twins, so the right
Yeah,
couple.
not twins. That would be weird.
That'd be wrong. That'd be like Arkansas, down south family thing going on. Or biblical.
Yeah, well.
She is from Illinois, so.
Yeah. Hey. Yes, so I'm Jacqueline. This is my 9th year at camp. Yeah, fell in love and just have to keep coming back every year. I was a counselor for the first 6 years, and then I've been on the dean team for the last 3. And my go-to snack during this quarantine has either been like Moose Track ice cream or popcorn.
And I'm Jeff Wright. This will also be my 9th year. Counselor most of the years, and probably again this year. I would like to go hang out with friends and go trap shooting.
Nice. Sherry's in line somewhere?
Sherry's here. This is my 4th year. It is always exciting to go back every year and find out how the kids grow, how the staff and counselors and everything grow. That's pretty exciting. First thing I want to do when I get out of here and the Canadian border opens, because it's closed right now, is visit my family. So hopefully that'll work out soon.
Right. Annie, where are you at, girl?
Turn your mic on, Annie.
Okay. As Jeff said, my name is Annie. At camp, I'm the child placement coordinator and day volunteer coordinator. I'm also like the talent show MC, but I've heard that there was a great replacement last year. So And anything, you know, any admin task, anything that comes up that needs to make our camp a success. I'm a little bit emotional because it's the first time that I see my RFK family since my minor run-in with cancer last year.
We love you.
I am so beyond thankful for every one of you, even those that I have not met, because I knew I got cards from you from training, and I knew that you guys were praying for me, and I'm just glad that you guys stormed the gates of heaven on my behalf. And I'm looking forward to coming back to camp, you know, as I recover in some capacity. And my favorite ice cream, well, actually, I'm gonna just change it up a little. I'm not really looking forward to going anywhere because I've been in quarantine since last year. You know, I've been confined to my house since last year, so it's kind of coming like my new normal. So I won't be going anywhere. It's gonna be a crazy world out there. I'm staying home.
All right. I don't think Lizzie Meyer's on the line. So if you are, speak up. Otherwise, is Tyler on the line? No. All right. You're Browniak twins. Because I know you are sisters, but you're not twins. I know that.
No, I'm older, even though I don't look like it. My name's Destiny. This will be my 5th year at camp. And as soon as it's safe to do so, I'm excited to go on a trip because I've had to cancel about 3. Oh. Hi, my name is Jada. It's my 4th year of camp, and I'm excited because it's my 1st year of being a counselor. I never thought I'd be saying this. I need to go
All right. Finally, we've, I think, Pat Jardon. Have you gone yet? Or the Brooks couple?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Who wants to go first? Pat?
Sure, I'll go. I'm Trisha Jardin. This is just my 2nd year, but I'm coming back because I love Leah, and I had a great time with her last year. And my go-to snack over quarantine has been Ruffles and French onion dip.
Ooh.
All right. Mr. and Ms. Brooks, Grandma and Grandpa?
Hi, we're Joe and Barb. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'll go first. And this is our 2nd year coming back as Grandma and Grandpa, and did some woodworking. And I can't wait to go to George Webb's. And also, we also had a trip canceled too. I'll let Barb tell you about that.
Anyway, okay, so this is our 2nd year as Grandma and Grandpa. Looking forward to it. Hope we can have camp this year. We did have a trip canceled to Florida. So, but my new favorite snack is frozen grapes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
No wonder.
Jared Jones on the line? There's Jared Jones?
Yeah, how are you like deciding who goes?
I have a list on my computer.
Jared's here.
So, you know, if you fill an application, good job. All right, Jared.
I don't know what I'm answering. I'm late. I forgot about the meeting, I'm going to be honest.
The stuff in the
Hey,
chat
Jared, we're
room.
just sitting around a campfire here.
Yeah, and it's listed in the chat room. Ethan posted what?
I feel like everybody's answered a different question, so I don't know.
Well, there are 2 choices. So basically,
I heard how many times have I been to camp? I can answer that one with an easy
nice
5 times.
That's cool.
What else? What do I want to do after quarantine? Don't care. Doesn't bother me. That's it.
What about a snack?
Snack? I'm not picky.
You're on a seat.
Boring,
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Is there a Samantha on the line somewhere? Or Samara, sorry. Was there anyone else that I missed that I didn't see on my list that's on the screen somewhere else?
That's me, Maria.
Hey.
Hi, Maria.
Yeah, hi.
Oh, there you are. Okay, I saw Samara. I got very confused.
Yeah, know what? I know it sounds weird, but I don't like putting my real name on stuff like that I'm not familiar with. So
I understand.
that's why I made an account with that. But this is I believe this is my third or fourth year. I don't remember, to be honest. And my go-to snack has been, I think it's called craisins. They're like dried cranberries, and mix them with almonds. And then I like the animal crackers. So actually have had two snack things, and I like the animal crackers without the frosting. And then like 3 days ago, I'm like, well, what if I put an almond, cranberry, and animal cracker in my mouth? And it actually tasted good. And I'm like, ooh, they should make animal cranberry crackers, like cranberry crackers.
Nice.
Yeah, but I do not like the animal crackers frosting. But that's my snack. And the first thing I would like to do is go visit my dad and and church. Just get out there. I haven't seen anybody other than the phone. But.
Nice. All right, so I think I might have missed, I don't see it on an application with the screen I'm looking at. Caitlin, you're on. Are you still here?
I am. I didn't put in an application.
Hi,
Caitlin. But yes, my name is Caitlin. This would be my third year once I fill out my application. And I think I would have made something up by now, but maybe I'll go with popcorn. I've been really enjoying some popcorn lately.
Nice.
Jeff, I don't think you have me on your list yet.
Oh, Chris.
No, Chris. I think it was Chris. I think it was Nabila. There's maybe a few that I may have missed, either joining late or they're not on my list. So yeah, please go, Chris.
So hi, everybody. I'm Chris. Again, there's many Chris's. So I'm one of those many Chris's. This will be my 10th year. And I've been in a lot of roles, started as a counselor and then been in background roles. If you run out of toilet paper, I was the person that you let me know, just doing that background, just interfacing with the camp. I've also worked with all the kids that it's their last year, we call them the graduates, the graduate program and whatever else people needed. On my first year there, I met a sweet young girl who I have been in an ongoing relationship through mentoring ever since. And when she graduated from camp, I went with her to the teen camp. And so I've been involved with the teen camp ever since. Just a plug, you guys are welcome to do both camps. This will be my 6th year of the teen camp as well, and those are in August.
Nice.
What I look forward to is going out coffee with my friends instead of just hanging out in the parking lot, which we had to do the other day. You guys know a restaurant that's open in Milwaukee County, let me know. I did find a hair salon on 20th and College that I got an appointment for my mom today. So there are some mom and pop places opening up. So we just got to find them.
Nice. No, I sent Nabila, but her screen says Ben Jammin. So Ben Jammin or Nabila, you can go next.
Yeah. I'm using Ben's account because I don't have Zoom. But this will be my 6th summer at camp. I have been on the care team and probably again the care team this year. I've had a lot of snacks, and you can probably tell when you finish me. But I would say ice cream. I've been eating a lot of ice cream. That's amazing. And then we just had a Baskin Robbins that opened up down the road, and their drive-thru is open, so that's probably not good. And also Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Yes.
So I saw a different Mark on the screen, but there's no last name. So it's not. Was there anyone else besides Mark?
Marsha.
Marsha.
And myself. Then I'll wrap it up after.
Yeah, leadership. Yeah.
Okay, I guess
Did
I'll
Hope,
go.
did Hope
Is
Elliott
there-
share? I don't remember.
Oh,
Yeah, I went.
I'm Zoom bombing too because I don't have an application in.
Oh, that room was sweet.
All right, Helen, you can speak if you want.
Okay, so I've been at camp for 13 years, but I am not going because I'm supposed to be on sabbatical, but everything got canceled. So still hoping to maybe go camping with the family that week of RFK. But if RFK moves around or whatever, but I've been the Bible teacher in the past. I have handed the baton to a friend who's going to be fabulous. I'm really excited. So I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'm thinking the activity team is so whenever I get to be back at camp, I think I'll be doing that.
Nice. So that's a question to Helen. Where are you? So what background is that?
Isn't that cool? It's from a children's ministry company. It's a virtual background, but I like it.
Super cool.
All right. Anyone else that we've not called on yet because we're not in yet? I know Marcia is one of them. And I also some of the leadership. Anyone else besides them? Oh, there you go. Someone's raised their hand. Unmute yourself. Again.
Me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I went earlier, but hope 4 years. Gonna go see family.
So if everyone else is gone, then I can go? Then
Yes.
Lisa? Okay. All right. So I am Marsha Walton, and I have, I went to the first year at camp. How many years ago was that, Lisa?
This would be 14 if you went every year from the first.
I didn't go every year. There was a few years where I didn't go. So I don't really know if I'm going on 10 or 11 years, but it's up there. And my first year at camp was as a counselor, and then every year that I went after that, I was a social worker until we created the care team, and then I joined the care team. And I think when this is all done and we can travel, I really, really need a vacation. So definitely we canceled our trip to go to California for the RFK Big Celebration Summit. So I'm just excited to get on a plane and go somewhere after this is all done and over. So.
All right. Is there anyone else here that we met besides Lisa and some other leadership? Or a person, or basically you're muted again. Your Russell's phone. There you go. All right, Lisa, do you want to go?
Go ahead, Jeff, and then I'll go into the next after mine.
Well, I'm still Jeff, and Lisa has not fired me yet. That's why I'm coming. I have not been accused or been or hurting any kind of frogs recently, so I'm allowed to come back to camp. This will be my 10th year. Wow, 10 years.
Wow, that's right.
And 4 years, I was a counselor. 6 years, they took me on leadership. Seriously. Dina Men, you guys know who I am, pretty much. And Jeff is old. Thank you for the note. I can see that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, green and white. All because of you right now. Okay. Go-to snack. And I'm not a big snacker. I just want to just go somewhere and have some fun. I mean, I've been going like a family here and there in the driveway, but I want to not do a drive-by thing. It's kind of unsafe. So no more drive-bys. Actually, visiting people, and I think
someone was a crowd.
I want to hug someone. So there.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. It was amazing getting to hear all of you talk and just kind of catch up with everybody. Of course, my name is Lisa, and living with John Bly, there is just tons of ice cream here all the time. I never have eaten so much ice cream in my life since I married this man. But I'm kind of with Lisa Hirsch. Go-to snack is usually just cheese. I'm always snacking on cheese. And my place I'd love to go is just to a movie, like the movie theater. Like go watch a movie in the movie theater. That would be fun for me. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to do for the rest of our time. We had scheduled this till 11. It might go a little bit after. If you can't stay on past 11, don't worry. We will be sending out an email at the end of this with all of the information for just steps after this. But just real quickly, I want to start with the most important thing that I know you're all thinking about, which is what the heck are we doing this year, right? Because everybody's, are we going to camp? Are we not going to camp? We have been talking to Royal Family Corporate, RFK, our leaders in California on a regular basis. And there are a number of options that are available to us, and it's really on a camp by camp basis. So it's not like one, the whole organization is doing it one way. Our camp could look like one of a whole number of scenarios, and I'm just going to go kind of through what could happen. Right now that we know that the state has lifted, the Wisconsin, quarantine, but Milwaukee County is still, dealing with all of that. And really, Marcia was sharing that with us on our leadership that even the social workers have not been going into the homes, to meet with kids. Everything's just kind of frozen at this point. So we haven't been in contact with social services yet as to what they'll allow us to do with the kids. That's going to drive really all of our decision making, what they will allow us to do. So back to kind of options that the rest of the country is dealing with right now. It could be camp as normal. It could be go to camp, normal camp, just like we've done every year since we've started. It could be a shorter camp. So instead of a 5-day, it could be a 3-day or even a 1-day camp. If the state does not allow us to have kids overnight, we might be doing a camp right here locally, maybe just like a day camp, more of like a picnic or carnival type setting where it'd almost be like a giant birthday party for all the kids, something like that. So that's an option that we have available. If they do not allow us to have the kids by ourselves, it might be more of just like a family kind of outreach opportunity where maybe they all come to a park with their families and we just get to see them and, just have activities available. And so it might be more of like a family, church picnic kind of, setting. If none of those options are allowed and we are only able to, and we're not allowed to have physical contact with the kids, then what some camps are doing is they are kind of creating camp in a box, so to speak, and they're delivering, virtual camp sort of to kids. This would be for our returners. We wouldn't do this for new kids. But so they would get all of their, their Bible and their activity books and little kits with from maybe the nail salon or little activity, kits to put together and just kind of trying to create camp for them. One camp I heard even did each day of camp, they had things that they would open each day, Monday open these things and then on Tuesday open these things. So they were kind of having camp each day. So I'm pretty confident that we will know right at the beginning of June which direction we're going to go as soon as the Milwaukee has lifted theirs. We have to make a decision at some point, but we're not able to get that right now from social services. So once we have the definitive answer, we will let you know right away. What I've been hearing from the corporate leaders is really that it's time for all of us to, I love this word, pivot. You've been seeing in the news companies that maybe they were a furniture store and now they're making masks and things like that, right? Everybody's has a new way of looking at life and they're doing new things. And we have to be ready to do camp in a completely different way as well. So it's time to start really thinking creatively on how we can do this if we do have to change things up quite a bit. For example, if you have skills in, maybe you're really good at videoing and video editing and all of those kinds of things, you might be helping us with putting together that virtual camp, where we have to put that together. If you're really good at organizing all of the activity kits, or you want to make something that could be included in one of the activity kits, you can be thinking of those kinds of things now. Or even ideas for very portable types of crafts that they could do, like have it everything in a little Ziploc. Even if we do something live, it's not going to probably be as open-ended as we've had in the past where kids just come and touch everything. Maybe there would be restrictions on us, so everything would have to be a little bit more sanitary and, you know, just readily accessible. So we want you to start thinking how you could still do perhaps the role that you're doing in a different way. I was just thinking of Rob with being the fishing guy, you know, like what if we had, you know, what if we're at a picnic park or something and we couldn't fish in the lake, but maybe it's like a fishing game, you know what I mean? Like where they go over to a little pool and, you know, kind of like when you did it at a carnival and you're kind of fishing, you know, just kind of thinking how we can create a camp experience if we're not able to do it in the traditional way. Helen had mentioned in her little talk, one thing that I've been talking with the campground about is the possibility of a later camp. And I know that would completely maybe allow some of you not to come. So that's not really that would not be our first choice to delay camp. But it is something that we are talking about, that there could possibly be, you know, if social services said to us, we can't do anything for the month of June, but in July we'd be open to it, that would be a possibility that we could have the camp date could move. One of the things we have been talking about is we might focus just on our returning kids this year, because those are the kids we really do want to let them know we haven't forgotten about them, we still care about them, we have a relationship with them. Brian's already putting stuff in the chat, his great ideas, so be reading that as things come up. And we'll start a brainstorming, you know, kind of running document where people can start adding things, you know, in for their creative ideas. But getting back to, what was I saying right before that?
Focusing on
talking to the camp. The camp itself, they haven't said we don't want groups coming. They were open to having groups coming. That was not an issue. It was really based on what the social workers, you know, would allow us to do. I truly believe that we had our new staff meeting last week, and I truly believe that everyone that is on this team now, returning staff and new staff, has been brought here for a very specific purpose. God didn't organize all of us together and then have us do nothing. You know, we're going to be doing something for sure. We just do not know exactly what it's going to look like at this point. So I'm just inviting everyone to just be part of that creative process. And if you already are part of activities, you know you're going to be part of activities, you could start brainstorming different ways to do things. But I really think that we have to just sort of focus on what we can do instead of what we might not be able to do. But we will know shortly. Any just quick questions about that before we kind of talk about a few other things? I love it, Brian. Yes, flexible dance, everybody.
Nice.
I have a question.
Woo! Let's all do it. Come on, people. Come on. We all need to move a little, right?
Lisa.
Yes.
I have a question.
Sure.
If we do go the route of like getting stuff together, or if we ever do it, maybe actually, now that I think about it, maybe I should be asking this question too. Well, the question is, like, how would the kids get the stuff? Would we drop it off?
Yes. Camps have been doing that. We don't, because if we would be focusing on our returning kids, we might even have it like, it could be mentors that are dropping it off. You know, Debbie Williams, like, hey, we could get a big charter bus and just start like driving through neighborhoods and delivering, you know, things. I mean, really the possibilities are endless, and it's really only limited by our own creativity and ideas that God gives us. So there really aren't any things off the table right now. So I love that we can just be thinking, what can we do? I want to share with you some of the things the other camps are doing is they are really focusing on the families more than just the individual kids. They're delivering groceries to families. I was just thinking, okay, when kids come to camp, they're coming, just by themselves, and they might have other siblings at home that didn't get to go. But if you're sending a care box to a kid and then all of their other siblings are just sitting there and watching them, that just does not sound right? I mean, that would just be cruel, I think. Yeah. So we would have to find a way to make it more of a family box. Like this is like their family is participating in this with them. So that would take a little more, work on our end as well. So this is a year that it's not going to look like any other camp. Even probably if we would go to camp, there would still be restrictions. There'd still be some safety things that would be in place. So we just have to be prepared to be really flexible and think outside the box. Anyone else have a question? Okay. I want to move on then to Annie, who's going to talk about a little wrap up on the Starfish Walk and also about ordering our shirts. Before she starts, I just want to say we are still, in whatever way possible, having Camp 2020, whether it's in person or virtual. It's still Royal Family Kids Camp 2020. So we are going to have you all order a camp shirt, and Annie will talk about that. And you are part of the 2020 camp team. So I just wanted to make that clear for everybody. All right, I'm going to hand it over to Annie.
Okay, Starfish Walk first. Shout out to all of those who participated and shared the information. It was a little bit nerve-wracking because this is the first time we've done a virtual walk, but it was very successful. I think God graciously just blessed us this year. We missed the face-to-face like everybody else. However, through PayPal donations, we were able to raise $1,335.57. That's what we were able to put in the bank. And then we still have about another $1,000 coming in from the 5K. 5K is the company that Times Are Raised and that manages the website for registrations. So once we get the money from them, we're probably looking at another $1,000. But we were talking and we thought, well, because it's virtual, I don't think the Starfish Walk can never end. So anybody that you come across, talk it up, they can do their walk and they can always donate on our PayPal account. So
how do we donate on the PayPal account?
When you go to our website and it says donate on top, you click on that and it takes you to the PayPal account. What's a little bit not misleading but confusing is that it says Changing Lives, because RFK in Milwaukee is not a standalone organization. We are under Changing Lives, which is our host church. Everything we're doing is under that name with our tax IDs, all that stuff. So we have had to use Changing Lives, like on Amazon, on PayPal. Anything that we do has to say Changing Lives, because if they look us up as Royal Family Kids Milwaukee under that federal tax ID, they don't find us because we're not registered that way. So legally, it has to be Changing Lives. So just let your friends know if they're doing it and they see Changing Lives, that the money automatically gets dropped into the RFK account, because we do have a separate bank account for Royal Family Camp. It's not combined with Changing Lives monies.
Okay, good. Thank you.
This year is very difficult with this social distancing. I mean, last year I collected over $600 at the gym, carrying my can to the gym every single day. And right now I have no contact with these people.
Yeah, it was very difficult.
Very hard.
Well,
yes.
Right, I know. And that's why we were a little bit nervous with it being the whole virtual thing, because not everybody's on Facebook. Those people that you normally see at the gym, you might not have their emails. Thus, my opening comment, this is virtual. We can do Starfish Walk all year round. So even after, when this is lifted up and we can get back to some kind of normal and we have contact with people again, we can always have that site, great question, Trivia. We can always go to our website and donate that way.
Thank you.
Okay, I mean, we normally, the Starfish Walk, if we think of it in earthly terms, we are in a deficit. But we do not rely on earthly terms. You know, Dave Yanda brought it out really in the beginning when we're still having our little face-to-face meetings. We rely on God. God takes that money and he multiplies. Normally, we raise anywhere between $15,000 to $22,000 with a walk and the silent auction. This year, we weren't able to do that. But we have to believe that God's going to multiply those couple, $1,000 that we raised to meet the needs for Camp 2020.
Yeah, I don't know about anybody else, but you can send, I don't know about anybody else, but we sent out donation letters and such, but then I didn't know how to donate that stuff to the Starfish Walk. So now I know, so I can do that. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So we have more money coming. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, and actually it's really 1,600 because Lisa has another 300.
I wish it was 3,000. I'm going to work on that.
God is multiplying. God is multiplying. That's
Yeah, and I usually did a fundraiser at my school, and I couldn't do that this year. That was usually close to $3,000 of the Starfish total every year because they raise a huge amount for us. So I know we're all doing the best we can, and God is going to help us. Before Annie moves on to shirts, I just want to mention about fundraising letters. Actually, I'll talk about that at the end because there's two actual things that are going to be coming up with fundraising. So Annie will talk about shirts, and I'll talk about training and the other thing.
Annie, can I have a question? If because I do have some friends that are not computer savvy, whatever you want to say. If it's possible, like, could they just mail a check to Changing Lives and put on their
Absolutely, and they can make it out to Royal Family Kids Camp because we can deposit the money under Royal Family Kids Camp.
I also have a question, if I may.
Sure.
Is it because of all of the the Zoom training and all that junk, like, is it still possible for other people to decide to come even though
to camp as a volunteer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, if they're returning, definitely. If they're new, there's still the process of interviews, background checks.
Oh yes, yeah, they would still have to go through the
that's
process.
why I'm asking.
They can still apply though.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so Annie's going to fill us in on shirt ordering. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Who would I have them contact or
They
whatever?
just need to go to our website, and there's they just do the application right there on the website.
Got it.
Okay, shirts. Now we'll talk about shirts. First, I want to give a big shout out to Andrea Duncanson and her husband. They're a great team. You know, we talk about serving on the leadership team and in different capacities, and this was one of them. They brought the skills that they have, and they saved Marsha and I a lot of headaches and time because while we had to learn and muddle through how to update the website, you know, they had that expertise and they brought that to the leadership team, and they were able to update probably in about a fraction of the time that it takes us to do it. So a big shout out to them for helping us this year. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen because we're just going to walk you through. I just got a little pop-up window, Lisa, that said that you disabled the host sharing screen.
No, let me check on that. John is actually the one that's. Is Annie able to share her screen? It says it's disabled.
Annie, so Nathan sent a message saying that the Starfish Walk donation links from 5K is closed.
It is.
How about you send out an email with the right link for PayPal to everyone?
Absolutely. Let me write it.
Share right.
That's a very good point, Nathan. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, because they just do it for the duration of their of the walk.
Right.
Let me write me a note. I am milking the chemo brain thing as much as I can.
Annie, John is checking on that. He said you should be able to share your screen, so check it again.
You said
Go for it, Annie. You should be able to now.
It works by a clapper.
And Annie,
Here we
you
go.
get to use that chemo brain.
Here we go. Yeah, I get to use it today. Okay, everybody can see that, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so if you were on a desktop, you're going to go to get involved, and then you're going to go to the applications tab. And the reason we put it under the applications tab is simply because it's really just things that happen during camp. Once we're done with camp, we disable that link because we don't want anybody ordering shirts because it's on a whim, okay? So you hit camp apparel and here are your shirts. Most of us have shopped online, so you're just adding, you know, your size. You're adding to your cart. If you want the CD, you saw that below, you can do that. And then we're paying quantity one, and then, you know, you just keep however you're going to check out. It's very, very simple. The women have two choices, men, you only have one, so you get what you get.
Whatever.
Okay, but that's not on us, that's on corporate. But there are some things that we need to kind of change this year. I'm not going to expound on them, on all the behind the scenes information stuff, but for reasons beyond our control, the way the information gets deposited or dropped into our information systems is very, very simplistic, okay? So what we're asking you this year is each person should order their own shirt with your own card. For example, John and Lisa Bly, there are a couple coming. In the past, Lisa would order her shirt and add John's shirt to her order, right? And pay with a card. However, it's, once again, because of the way the information is dropping into our systems, it made it very complicated for us to figure certain things out. So we need everyone to order their own shirt with their own card. Please, the only multiple order should be, for example, if the women are ordering one of each shirt. Any questions? Does that come across clear?
How many shirts do we need?
You need the one shirt, but you can order two shirts. And an example is this. Some people order two shirts because you need to wear your shirt the Sunday of commissioning and the Friday that we bring it home. And also at camp, on Friday, the last day, we take out markers. Normally we would take out markers and we would write on the back of our shirts. So some people would buy two shirts, their commissioning shirt and Friday shirt, you know, and the shirt that they wanted people to mark on, and then they would order the other shirt. But you really only need the one shirt. If we would go to camp, you would wear your shirt on Sunday. It's hot, it would get dirty and sweaty, but the laundry people would take it and they would wash it and they would have a good clean shirt for you on Friday. So you don't have to buy two shirts for the men. Women, you can do, you know, like I said, we have more options for women. Do we have any other questions on that?
Annie or Lisa, have we heard like about like the sizing of the shirts, if they run small again this year or not?
I did not hear that from anybody.
We don't know if they're true to size. However, based on past experience, they don't really run true to size sometimes. The tri-blend is more forgiving than the cotton t-shirt.
No.
No?
No, it's the other way around. The tri-blend does run small.
Tri-blends tend to be
Okay.
smaller, I think.
So if I would wear a small, I should order a medium?
Yeah, that's what I did last year.
Okay.
That means you have to order like 5 shirts, give you like one for each arm. I'm just kidding.
And that's okay, Jeff. We all know about you, that we accept you as you are.
Maybe I should mute Jeff.
Who in the world has
Well, he's invited to camp. Forget raising our hands.
I do want to say, for the teens, if you do not have your own debit card and your parent is ordering, you're using your parent's card, just send us an email and say, you know, I ordered my card. This is the name on my parents' debit or credit card, because that's how we reconcile how to distribute your shirts. If you do not use a credit card or a debit card, we understand, then you need to send us a check or a money order. You can send it to Changing Lives. When we get your payment, we will order your shirts. And Lisa, I think we should, not to put you in the spot, but we should have a time frame as to when.
Yeah, we do. We really, the ideal, this was our training day today, right, guys? So technically, we're supposed to be sort of in training for, you know, most of the day today. So ideally, as soon as we're done with this whole thing, if you could go on and order your shirt today, that would be amazing. For the people that are not here, we're going to give them until Monday. We have to actually place our large camp order by next week. So we have to have, and that's, you know, tabulating everybody's shirts. We have to then take all that information and we have to order it from Royal Family, along with all the kids' supplies. So everyone that's here in the call, sometime this afternoon, go ahead and order your camp shirt, please.
And we're going to follow up with an email with a link for those people who are not on the call. And of course, we're going to send it to everybody. Another very important note, if you are ordering from your phone, you see my phone? When you go to the site, on the far left are your menu options. You know, the mobile site is very different from the desktop site. So you're going to have to go to the far left of your screen, and then you'll find your mobile options. You'll see the shirts. You're only going to see the women's shirts. So in order to see the full site, you have to then take your phone and change it over horizontally. Once you change your phone to a horizontal mode, you're going to be able to see all the shirts.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
I'm having an issue right now, as is someone else, where I've got my shirt in the cart. There's no way to like go to my cart to purchase it. I'm on a mobile phone, so I don't know.
Okay.
You just scroll all the way down.
There's nothing there.
Should say pay with PayPal.
Nope.
Really?
Reload.
You might have to,
if you're on mobile,
just
go into your options and request to view it as a desktop page. And then it will be on the lower left.
What is
You
that in
can
my
request-
settings?
Yeah, so are you using Chrome?
Safari.
Safari. In there, it should, somewhere in settings, it should say view as desktop page. And then it allows you to view as a desktop, and it's a little bit more friendlier that way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Safari
Thank you, guys.
Top left corner.
So let me thank you, Annie, so much for working on that, and Andrea, and working on the site. And we're going to just talk about training. Normally this day was an 8-hour training, but because we don't actually know what we're going to be doing, we're not going to expect you at this point to do an 8-hour training, you know, have those, you know, hours in. But we are going to ask that, because if we do go to camp, we don't want to have to try to make up all that still training we have to do. So we're kind of meeting in the middle. And this portion of what we're doing is counting, of course, as part of our training hours. This is team building, and this is great seeing everybody. But we are going to also ask you to complete 2 hours of online training, and I'm going to show you how to access that right now, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. And hang on one second before I do that. Okay, I got it. Okay, so let me go back to... wait, now my thing is behind me. Wait, I might have to have technical consultation with my husband. Every time I share the screen, like the whole thing, I can never get back to it. How do I go back to the Zoom page? It goes behind it somehow. I was afraid to do that. Okay. Share. And then I can click on the tabs. Okay. All right. So do you guys see the RFK homepage now? Rural Family Kids, COVID-19?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you go to, you can see up here at the top, this is the Royal Family Kids National website, and it's very easy. It's rfk.org. Okay. And I gotta just move so I can plug this in so I don't lose you guys. All right, now up in the corner, you'll see a drop-down menu. I'm gonna move my screen off of it over for a second. Right at the top, you're gonna see where you can go to the online store. And if you go to the online store, you're gonna be able to click on RFK Online Downloads and Training. Okay, so I'm gonna go there. And it'll take you to the official Royal Family Store page. Now, you'll see this middle big picture here, online training. You're gonna go there. Now, we have two groups of people on this call. We have some new staff, and if you are a new staff person, the only training that you are gonna be able to select is this first module here where it says Camp, New Staff, Orientation Training, and that is a 4-hour training. And I'll talk through the payment part at the end, okay? So that would be the only thing that new staff are allowed to click on. If you are returning staff, there are these different little 1-hour modules that you can select from, and there would be 9 choices for you. There is Dr. John Van Wicklin on child resiliency, Dr. Rebecca Johnson on keeping on, The Power of Mentoring by Andy Stanley, The Child Protection Plan by Jeff Jahala, this is called just One Caring Adult by Josh Shipp, Knowing the Rules. I know it's probably not going to be as awesome as when our deans do it, but I'm sure it'll be great too. That's one of the choices. Castaway Kid by Rob Mitchell, Teachable Moments, and this devotional with Dr. George Wood. I don't know about every single one of them, but I have seen probably at least 7 of these, and they were a lot of these sessions that were filmed at our national lift conferences in either California or at a regional lift. So they're well done, and they're by key presenters from Rural Family. So they're going to be really worth your time. So what we're going to ask you to do is select those and pay for those, and that kind of ties into our fundraising as well. So let me before I jump off of here, does everyone understand
Lisa,
that portion?
How many for returning, Lisa?
They're doing 2. So again, new staff, you're only selecting this one thing. That's it. That's all they're doing. But for returning staff, you're selecting 2 of these. So that will be 2 additional training hours that we're asking you to complete within this next week. You can do it this afternoon if you'd like, and yours will be done. All you're going to need to do is send us a little paragraph to our website, our email, milwrfkc@yahoo.com. We're going to send a follow-up email for all of you guys saying, hey, here's a recap, here's what we need you to do. So if you don't want to write it all down, that's fine. But we just need to know that you tell us what site you viewed, which of these you clicked on, and tell us, something that you, what you learned from watching that session. Just a little paragraph for each one, just a couple sentences. Is fine. We just want you to know that you did it, and it's our accountability that you have those training hours.
Hey, Lisa, one thing.
Yes.
So some of you have siblings, some of you are married, and so like the new staff, Lisa, are we going to say that we're going to trust you to do one thing, right?
Right. So let me just show you guys. I'm going to click here because, as Jeff said, let's say Lisa and Sienna are sitting at home. There's no sense in them both individually paying for this session, this $4 training. So they could sit down and watch it together. If you do select something, you need to watch it, with that person. I apologize. I don't know if you can like watch it later or if it's just like you get it that one time. So you might have to just say, okay, we're going to watch it at this time, to make sure that you don't have to order it again. But if you add it to the cart, I just want to show you this next screen because you're just going to need a little bit of information. I put a couple in here just as a, sample. Let's say I ordered those 2. The only thing you're going to need once you get to the next screen is you're going to need my name as the camp director. You're going to need our camp start date, which is June 28th, which most of you know those 2 things already. So the only thing you really need to remember is our camp number, which is 184. So you might, I put 184, you might even just write in here camp 184. It really has more to do with shipping information, but I'm not sure if it'll let you go to the next screen without it. So then you go to checkout. And you're going to put your own information in here, your own email, and then you're going to just pay for it, and that link will come directly to your email. I did it with the new staff, and it worked perfectly.
Lisa?
Yes.
So far, we've only tested this on the desktop. We have not done it on a phone, correct?
Are you talking about this ordering system? I've never done it on a phone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if I would think if you went to the web browser directly, I would think it would work, but I have never tried it.
And once again, just like the shirt site, as the instructions we received, you might have to save view desktop. If you're on your phone, you might have to change the settings.
Good point. Okay, so I think that's all that I need. I'm going to stop sharing then. I don't think I need to tell you anything more about that. So I'll see your faces again. So again, the the training that we're requiring is 2 additional online training hours. You're going to select one of those, 2 of those modules. And what we're asking you to do is pay for those. So that will be $8 for returning staff. That will be $17.50 for new staff. But as part of what we ask all of you to do is raise $300, right? So you're just going to deduct that already as like money you've raised, because that would be money that we would have spent preparing for training. We always are, ordering things for training and ordering the food and all of that. We're saving all of those training expenses that would have been raised with some of your fundraising. So that's just, part of the money that you'll be raising to help us with expenses. But if you have any kind of hardship, please just contact us through email and we can help you with that, okay? Any questions on the training requirement? No? Okay. Just to talk a little bit more about fundraising, there are 2 different things that are going to be happening with fundraising. As Treva mentioned earlier, she said that she send out letters to her family and friends about what's happening. We've been working on a new, just kind of updated training letter. We're still revising it a little bit because we want to include that we might not be going to physical camp this year. So the letter that we had previously talks about like going to camp. So that's going to come to you this afternoon. If you want to send out through email or through through the mail, fundraising letters saying this is what I'm doing, that's one way to garner support for yourself. The other way is through social media. And Royal Family is doing something called the More Than Ever campaign. And I'm just going to show you something from that because it's pretty cool. And this is something we're going to be posting on our website. So let me just share that again. Okay, so here you're going to see this image More Than Ever. This is a national campaign from just Royal Family. We're very unique in that we do all of our fundraising for both Royal Family Kids and M-Track together. We work in tandem. So this particular campaign we're going to be using only as a social media way of reaching friends and family across the world that maybe pop onto your homepage. So if you see this posted on our Royal Family Kids Facebook page, you can share it to your page, and if they go in and end up making a donation, we're going to put all the information about like our camp number and all that. That money will go to Royal Family Kids Corporate, and they will send a check back to us. And that money is dedicated just for Royal Family. And this would be just for people on social media that just happen to click on it and, you know, say, great. But if you're fundraising, if you're saying you're sending out letters to friends and family, you're not going to reference this because all of the money we usually raise is for both camps. And this money is dedicated for Royal Family. So it's a little bit, you know, tricky in that way because we're kind of unusual the way we're set up, and other camps have this same setup that we do. So what we're suggesting is that you can certainly share this post, and if somebody donates, great. You don't have to have a big explanation about it or anything like that. They can just donate, and some of those funds then will go for Royal Family. But if you're like, hey, I'm a dedicated Royal Family M-Track person, you're going to probably not really use this very much to be talking about. You're going to be just focusing on your own fundraising letters because all of those letters talk about both camps. Does everyone understand that? But you will be seeing this, and we already did have a volunteer that donated from our camp to the site, and we got a check from a notice from Royal Family said, hey, somebody donated on your behalf, and that money is coming towards you. So it's a great way to just get the word out across the country to people that just might happen to come across your site and go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I want to donate to this. All right. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the final thing that I wanted to share with you. What we're going to do, we're already over our time, so I don't want to keep people here that need to go, but I really believe in the power of prayer and in praying for each other. I know that some of you might be, just as we heard about John sharing his, the situation with his son-in-law, Ryan, and, you know, other people have things that they're dealing with in their families. We're going to kind of have an opportunity, if you want to stay on the call longer, we're going to have an opportunity to pray together in little breakout groups because it's just hard to have everybody praying at the same time. But we're going to send you into a little breakout group of about, 3 people, and then you can pray together. But what I want to do is just give anyone that is not able to stay sort of permission to leave the call. So before I do that, I want to make sure that we kind of have covered everything on my list here. And leaders, is there anything else that's kind of missing or anything we haven't talked about before we kind of close out and pray in our breakout rooms?
I just want to say thank you because it's awesome. There were like, what, 57 of us at
Yes.
some point, on this whole thing, and maybe like, what, 50 of you or more are not on leadership. So it's awesome to just see your face, hear that you're still alive, doing well, and that God's going to use something. God's going to do it with all of us. There are like 20 new people. So alone, there's like, what, 80 staff for a camp that's going to happen at some point. I mean, and this is with not even seeing everyone. And we have roughly 80 staff, roughly. So, I mean, God's going to do something. And it's awesome to see your faces and see what God's going to do.
And I want to just kind of echo that and also say that something that Paul Martin, our RFK CEO, said, the power of Royal Family Kids is not in going to camp itself. It's about the camp. It's about the relationships that we're building with these kids. And that relationship can happen in mentoring. It can continue even if we're not able to go to camp. That relationship already been established and we can build on it. So the power of all of us together collectively extending ourselves to be in relationship with these kids is going to continue no matter what form it takes this year. And I think that's really exciting. just as me being a teacher and at home this time during school and having to learn all these new things and new technology, I'm like, wow, I never would have learned any of this had I been in school. And now God is expanding like my, horizons, so to speak. And he's going to do that for us with camp this year. We're going to find creative ways to do things that we're like, oh my gosh, this is like amazing. We never thought of even doing something like this. But because we've been put in this unique situation, God's going to open up new things for us that we never even thought of before. So I think it's going to be pretty exciting to see what develops. So I again want to thank you as well. And I'm going to give everybody kind of like if you need to leave and say goodbye, just give us a little say goodbye, everybody. And then the ones that can stay for about 5 more minutes to pray with us. We will, I know some of you might have to run off and do something, but if you want to stay to pray, hang on the call and we'll do that in just a minute and wave goodbye to anyone that needs to take off, okay?
So long, everybody.
Bye, so good seeing you.
Bye. See you, Jim.
Bye.
Nice.
Hi, everybody. We have to leave.
That's okay, bye, thanks for being here.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so I think the prayer warriors are on, and John has assigned everybody to groups of, I think, about 3, right, honey? So you're going to be in a group of 3 people, and did we put a time limit on that, hon?
You're muted.
You're muted, John.
He's walking toward you.
That's because the lawnmower just pulled up across the street. So.
Did you set a time limit on it, honey?
No.
Okay.
When you tell me, I'll send him a message.
We were just thinking about maybe like, what do you think, like 5-7 minutes would be plenty enough time for everybody? 5 minutes to check in, 7? What do you think? 5, okay, let's do 5 minutes. And then you're gonna get a little, it's just part of the system. It gives you like a little countdown, to kind of say, hey, you got 1 minute left in your group, okay? And so he's gonna send you, and then when it's done, you'll all come back here and we'll just kind of, close out and just close out together, okay? All right, I'm joining my breakout room. See you in a little bit.
Just so you know.
Hi, John.
Hello.
Hey, John.
I mean, John and John.
John and John show.
I'm unmuted, but I gotta mute myself because I'm outside and there's a lawnmower across the street that's roaring. Oops, where'd I go?
Hey, Jared.
Hey,
I
seems we
saw-
had some technical difficulties.
So how old's your daughter? I think I saw your daughter in one of the screenshots.
Oh, yeah, she's 3 now, or she's gonna be 3 in July.
Wow. You're a
Yeah.
dad. That's
Yep.
awesome and scary.
Yep, my middle is gonna be 2 in August, and then our youngest just turned 6 months yesterday, actually.
So you're slightly busy.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, wow, we all could have prayed for hours, right? That was not enough time for me. Oh my gosh. So thank you all. And I just want to can we just all pray together for Ryan, for law? Can we just do that? Father, we just lift up Ryan to you right now, Jesus. And thankfully his life was spared and all of the family, God, from this terrible accident. But we know he's has had this really bad concussion, God. And God, you are in control. You can do all things. And we believe in the power of your healing touch. And we just ask that you would heal him, God, in your time. And you can do that miraculously in a moment, or it can be through the work of the doctors and even his own body that you, God. But we just ask that you would heal him, be his healer, and that all of the family would be comforted and know that you are with them during this trial. And we just pray this in your name, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
We love all you guys so much. I could hang out with all you people all afternoon. I just have to say, I could just go on for hours, but I know you might have a few other things to do. So we will get that email out to you this afternoon with, just like, hey, if you forgot about where the training link was or anything, we'll just send out an email kind of updating what we talked about today, get you those fundraising letters, and we'll be in touch, giving you more updates as they come in, okay?
All right,
Great.
love you guys.
Love you guys.
John, Jeff, and everyone. John. God bless you guys.
Everybody.
Lisa,
Yes.
just to clarify, the t-shirt order has to be in by Monday.
Yeah, Monday we're saying for everybody because some people are not on this call. But we would, yes, prefer if you can do it today, that would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if we do manage to have people join us, last minute, like next week or something? Would they not be able to get a t-shirt then?
I have to place the order by the 25th. That's, so I'm probably not going to really be ordering extra shirts and things. We can see if we can get something after the fact, but
Okay, all right.
if you've got somebody in mind, get them signed up right away.
I'm trying.
We
So we
tried to
need
order one
the
t-shirt.
time.
The shipping cost was $4 more than the t-shirt.
Yeah, if you tried to order it on your own, the shipping was more than the cost of the shirt.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
we need you to do this by Monday because it does take us a while to get all that information reconciled. So we have
Yeah.
to manipulate it manually to put the order
I'm
on.
gonna do my best.
Thank
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Love you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you again, Andrea.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys all for your work.
Oh, you're welcome. Good seeing you, Mary Alice.
Thank you. If FYI, if you need manual data manipulation and stuff, I am a wizard. So anyway.
Wait, you're a wizard with what? Say it again.
Manual data manipulation, like databases, is my life. Like it should only take you a couple hours to do some of that. Yeah.
Okay, so question, would you be willing to, once we get all of the shirt orders like downloaded, would you be willing to help us just tabulate all that if we find it's not a simple thing?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I could just easily copy paste out of the website into an Excel, or probably it might even be able to export in whatever format you guys need.
Okay. We'll take a look at it. Sometimes it downloads in a very easy format, and other times we're like, oh my gosh, and we're like looking, and it was just, so we'll take a look at it, and if we need you, we know we're coming to you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, sounds good. Bye.
I used to do database stuff too.
Okay, good to know. Got a lot of talented people in this group.
Yeah.
computers
trying to
for 30
copy all
years
the
plus.
notes, but
Let's see.
Did computers
Bye,
for
guys.
Bye.
30 years plus.
See you
so
soon.
hang
Nice.
in there.
we can just like re-forward the links some other way.
Yeah.
There's not a way to get all the notes off.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay.
Yeah.
Hang in there.
You too. Bye, hon.
Bye-bye.